You're only here because nobody else wanted this place. While we grow and live well, you're going to stay stuck there." Ricardo ended up with his godmother's old building. His cousins laughed in his face. He was 30 years old when he stopped in front of the old abandoned studio. The walls were peeling, the floor had sunk. The smell of mold dominated everything outside. Carlos and Andre showed off expensive watches, jewelry shining around their necks, and imported car keys in their hands. Carlos crossed his arms and smiled with disdain, saying that the place looked more like a dump than an inheritance. Ricardo didn't respond. He went in alone. Andre laughed even louder and said that they had ended up with money, comfort, and status. While Ricardo was left with that forgotten remnant, the two got into the new car and drove off, leaving behind only the echo of their laughter and the sound of the engine fading down the street. Ricardo closed the door and stood still for a few seconds, trying to steady his breathing. There were old chairs thrown in a corner, expired products on the shelves, and dust everywhere. Even so, something there caught his attention. A huge mirror, split in half, took up almost the entire back wall. The dark wooden frame seemed far too heavy for that place. He approached and ran his hand along the crack, feeling the cold glass beneath his fingers. He began to clean the studio, dragging furniture, sweeping the floor, raising clouds of dust. When he finished, the mirror was still there, strange, as if it didn't match the rest of the space. Uncomfortable, Ricardo found a rusty screwdriver in the storage room, climbed onto a chair, and pried at the frame. The wood creaked. He pushed harder until the mirror finally came loose. He almost dropped it because of the weight, but managed to set it down on the floor. Behind it, there was an empty space inside the wall, clearly made on purpose. His heart started racing. Ricardo reached his hand into the dark opening and touched something metallic. He pulled hard and took out an old metal box with rust on the edges and a small locked padlock. He sat down on the floor, holding the box in his lap. It was heavy. When he shook it gently, he heard the sound of many papers inside. The cousins never knew about it. No one in the family knew. That inheritance, which seemed useless, hid something that only he found. Ricardo tried to open the padlock, but he couldn't. Even so, he was certain of one thing. There was something unexpected inside, something even he didn't know about. If you like this story, leave a comment. What do you think is inside that box? And share it with a friend so they can give their opinion.